Hey Hajko, hope you're all well and safe. Today we're going to be looking at perimeter around a shape. So the learning objective today is going to be to calculate the perimeter of a 2D shape using boxes. Real life examples are such as putting up a fence around your garden. You need to know how much wood you need. Some of the keywords that we're going to be looking at today are area, perimeter, compound shapes and unit. We've got the big question on the right hand side. Hopefully you'll all be able to do this by the end of this lesson. Right, so what do we mean when we say find the perimeter of this shape? So the distance around the outside of the shape is called the perimeter. The most important word in this statement is going to be outside. So if any of you have watched Batman, when he tells Alfred, the butler, to go search the perimeter of the house, what he's telling Alfred to do is go search and walk around the house to see if anyone's there. Just as Alfred has to go search around the house, what we're going to do is look at the outside of the shape. And what we're going to do is count the boxes to figure out the length. So we need to find the length of each side by counting the squares. So we're going to count these squares and find this out. So what we need to do is first we need to find the length of each side by counting the squares. So the first one we'll do is just at the top. We'll count these. So there's 1, 2 squares, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So there's 8 squares there. So we know it's going to be 8 centimeters because each square represents 1 centimeter. So there we are. We've got 8 centimeters. So now we'll count the ones on the right hand side. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be 6 centimeters. Now we know that this is a rectangle. So the length at the top will always be the same as the length at the bottom. But if you want, you can still count to make sure. But to save time, we already know it's going to be 8 centimeters. So we'll have 8 centimeters down there. And now the length on the left hand side will be the exact same as the right hand side. So now to find out the perimeter, we need to total all these values. So we need to add them up. So what we're going to do is 8 add 6, add 8 plus another 6, and the answer is going to be 28 centimeters. Right, so now we're going to look at another example. I'm going to be doing the first one and then I want you to pause the video and have a go at the second one. So we should all know by looking at the shape straight away that this is a square. So by counting the boxes, we need to work out the length on this side, this side, this side, and this side, and we need to add them all together. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3 centimeters at the top. Now, because we know it's a square, we know it's going to be 3 centimeters all the way around because squares, all 4 sides are equal. But if we want to count, just to double check, we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3 going along there, 3 going along there, 3 going along there, 3 going along there. So remember, to calculate the perimeter, we need to total the distance on the outside of the shape. So we've got 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. 3 is 12. Your final answer will be 12 centimeters. So now I want you to pause the video and have a go at the shape on the right hand side. Spend about 30 seconds to a minute and then unpause the video to look at the answer. Okay, so you've got the answer on the slide. You should all have gotten 16 centimeters. Moving on to the next example. Here we've got a shape that's a bit more complicated, but in essence we're still doing the exact same thing. So remember, perimeter is the distance around the shape. So we need to work out the distance there, 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 all the way around the shape. So the first one, we can see there's 2 boxes, so that's going to be 2. This left hand side is going to be 1. This part is also going to be 1. 1 there. 1 right here. Another 1 right there. 2 boxes down here. And we've got 1, 2, 3 boxes on the left hand side. So now we add these all together. We've got 3 add 2 equals 5. Add 1. Add 1. Add 1. Add another 1. Add 1 plus 2 equals 12 centimeters. Now I want you to pause the video for about half a minute to a minute and have a go at the one on the right hand side, and then we'll all go through the answers. Right, so you should have all attempted that question. As you can see, the total distance around the side using the boxes is going to be 10 centimeters. Right, so this is your independent task. What I want you to do is I want you to draw out these on a piece of paper, and I want you to draw the boxes inside and calculate the perimeter of each of these shapes. So if I can get you to do the top 2, and you can pick any of the 2 at the bottom, and then I want you to take a picture, and if you can send that through ClassCharts, and I'll have a look at them to make sure you're on the right path. Okay, thanks for your time. I'll see you next time.